Hello, my name is Tina if you're new to my channel, and I do a lot of hauls. So here I have another haul for you guys. I do more stuff. I do fashion and makeup and hair, and I do some vlogs too over on my vlog channel on Tineru vlogs. So yeah, if you want to see some of that, I do a lot of it, so remember to subscribe if you want to see more. But today I'm gonna do just a miscellaneous haul. I usually like to collect makeup stuff, skincare stuff and body stuff, but now I just had bought quite a lot of different things. So this is all beauty related. It is skincare, makeup and some hair stuff. So yeah, I thought I was just gonna show everything in this one haul, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so firstly I went into the store called Normal, and there I bought this sunscreen and aftersun. This sunscreen is without perfume, and usually I'm the type of person that just always get sunscreen in my eyes, and I just cry and cry and cry for maybe half an hour, and my makeup is then just everywhere, and that's not so fun when you're outside. So a friend recommended this to me, and this is just a really good perfume-free sunscreen. I have used this quite a lot. You can see how thin it is compared to the aftersun, and I've been loving this stuff. I haven't cried once whilst using this, and I've definitely gotten it into my eye at some point. I do wear it all over my face and body, and I do touch my skin and then touch my eyes because I'm dumb. But anyways, this has not made me cry once, so if you also have that same problem, I would definitely recommend testing out this Hello Sunshine. They only did have 30 SPF. I usually like to go with 50 or the highest I can find because I'm pale, so I burn so easily. It burnt every single summer. I haven't yet this summer, maybe because I've only stayed in Norway and we don't have like the strongest sun, but we haven't gotten to the warmest part of the summer yet either. So yeah, we'll have to see if this 30 SPF is enough for me, but it's at least UVA and UVB, so I'm happy with that. And I do always carry this with me. I've been loving and using this so much. As I showed with it, this is just the Hello Sunshine Aftersun, and I haven't used this as much, mostly because I haven't gotten sunburned yet, but this is also without perfume, so my skin won't be as annoyed, and it is just really light. It absorbs so fast, so if you don't like to be sticky, I know for me when it's really hot outside and I'm just sweating already, I don't like to feel sticky, and this just feels a bit like a aloe mostly. It's really watery, but I do feel like my skin feels moisturized when I do have it on. So even though I haven't gotten burned yet, this is still a really nice aftersun, I feel like, or just a moisturizer for your skin. For me, I do prefer light moisturizers, so if I'm gonna use the moisturizer in the summer anyways, I can definitely just go with an aftersun, and I feel like that helps my skin so much. For me, moisturizing my skin helps to keep the tan I don't have now, but I might get throughout the summer. I want to try to use this more because I do really like the formula. I'm just too lazy to really apply a lot of moisturizers, but yeah, I'm definitely happy with this one too. Okay, so the next thing that I got was this The Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum for hair density. I've used this sometimes. I usually use one entire, just fill it up as much as one pump goes, and I just spread that along my scalp. I just use the what is it called? The pipette to just spread it all over my scalp, and then I just massage it in. But I feel like my roots look a bit greasy right after using it, maybe because I use that much. You can definitely probably use less, but at least I only use it before going to bed. If it helps with hair density, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't used it that many times, so I probably haven't tested it fully yet, but at least if I feel like I have a really dry scalp and I use this before going to bed, I would never woken up feeling itchy or flake or anything, so at least I feel like this works nicely as just a scalp oil. I'm happy with this so far, and I'm definitely going to continue using this because for me it's better to have a healthy scalp than that it actually works for hair density. I would love a bit thicker hair because my hair is quite thin. As long as this keeps my scalp healthy, I'm really happy with it. It smells a bit weird. It smells a bit like licorice, I would say, like a faint licorice scent. But when you use it, you don't really smell it. I don't really like the smell, but it's okay because I don't notice it anyways. The hair density claim, I can't back up so far. And I think that probably is really individual how something like this will work for you. I think what you eat and how you treat your hair in general will say more about your hair growth than one oil. But at least I'm gonna continue to use it and I'm happy with it so far. We can continue with the ordinary stuff. I bought this only some days ago, so this is really new. It's not tested that much yet, so maybe I'll come back to it in another video with more the ordinary stuff if I buy it. But at least this is the ordinary Grand Active Retinol 2% emulsion. I have used it, I just had the box accessible, so I just wanted to show that too. But this comes in a brown like bottle that is a bit UV protected, I think, and inside you have this like yellowy milky color and it's quite thick. It drops pretty like gooey. It has a really faint smell. It doesn't smell necessarily good, but it's so faint that I can't see anyone being bothered by this. I've used this maybe 3 times so far. It is really like, it's a bit sticky, but it goes really fastly into your skin. And when I've used this at night, I only use this at night and use SPF the day after, as you always should with a retinol or retinoid. This is a retinoid. I feel like after using this at night, my skin feels really nice the day after. I bought it because I want to prevent fine lines. My friend told me that retinoid is also supposed to help with brightness or shine to your face, giving you a bit of that healthy glow. And for me, I feel like it might actually have done that a tiny bit, just a smidge, not like a full-on vitamin C, but I feel like it gives me a tiny bit. But you're not supposed to use this every single day. I think that's too much. So some days a week to every second day I think is maximum for me. This for me doesn't hurt at all. I know skincare mostly is not supposed to hurt, but I've heard that the retinoid usually sticks a bit or is a tiny bit painful based on how much percentage this is. And my friend tried the 0.5% and she said she didn't feel anything. So we both bought this one and this is my first try and I don't feel any pain or discomfort or anything from this. So when I use this up, I might try the one that's a tiny bit stronger, maybe. But I'm really happy with this one. So if I continue to like this as much as I do, I'll probably buy more of this one too. I might try both. You know me, I like skincare, so the more the merrier. If I like it. If not, it's money badly spent, but then I'll probably just give it away to a friend that also wants to try it. I really like this one. I'm happy with it so far and I'm really excited to continue to see how this one will work on my skin. And I hope you don't see it on the camera, but I do have a tiny line around hair on my forehead. It's because I have a really expressionist face and my forehead just wrinkles up every time I move my brows, basically. So I can see a tiny line there. So I am really excited to see if this one actually can remove that line, or if it just helps to prevent lines that will come in the future. Or if it doesn't do anything, then I will be sad. But I'm doing my best to stay as flawlessly young as possible, and sunscreen is the best thing you can use to stay young or to stay wrinkle free. So remember the SPF, guys. Okay, continuing on the skincare, I bought this Drops of Youth from the Body Shop. It's the Drop of Youth line, and this is the Youth Liquid Peel Exfoliant Liquid Junessi with tree plant stem cells, Edelweiss from the Italian Alps, Sea Holly and Christie Marine from the Brittany coast. I probably butchered all of those names, but at least I've loved this so far. After using this, my skin just feels really soft and smooth, and I feel like it looks a tiny bit more glowy. It might be because I've used other skincare stuff too, like this one. I don't use these two at the same nights. I also only use this at night, and I make sure not to exfoliate exfoliate before using this because I don't want to damage my skin by doing too much. But I also feel quite glowy after having used this, and that is probably because you shed all of the dead skin that might look matte on your face. You're supposed to take 2 pumps. I never use more than 1, and if I use this more than once a week, I don't really get that much peel from it, so I actually do think it works. Wow, I did have a lot of dead skin on my arms, it looks like. You just massage it in, and then you get these peels that just lumps up. And I've tried to use this when my skin has not been exfoliated in a long time, and then I do get a lot of lumps. And I did try to use it 2 days after, and I almost didn't get any lumps. So I actually do think that it lumps because of the dead skin. I don't think all of these lumps are just dead skin collectively together. I think there's more in there, but I'm not sure. Now my hand is really wet, but that's fine. And I do have some of those lumps in my bed, so I'll have to get the vacuum after this video. I really like this. I wanted this because this is for sensitive skin. I don't necessarily have sensitive skin. I do have some strong actives going into my skincare, usually on a weekly basis, so I wanted something that's a bit more gentle to not overdo it. Drops of Youth. It's such a lovely name. Maybe it's just marketing getting me, but I want those Drops of Youth. It sounds so good. And I love the smell. I stood between this one and the vitamin C one because both of them just smelled amazing. In the end, this one won because of what this is supposed to do. I hope this works as well as they market it to be. But so far, I'm really impressed, and I really like it. Next up, we have the makeup bits, and makeup is my last category in this little haul. So the first thing that I bought was this Nyx, I think that's how you say it, or NYX setting spray. It's the Radiant Finish Professional Makeup Setting Spray, long lasting. It's in 50 milliliters. I've never tested a setting spray before, so I didn't have like any knowledge to base this on or base my opinion off. But at least I read a lot of reviews on this one before buying it because me and my mom both wanted to test the setting spray. And in the reviews I read, they said that this wasn't like the high-end setting sprays, but it was really good to be a affordable alternative. Honestly, when I tested this, I was a tiny bit disappointed. I don't know if this is just me, but whenever I've used makeup and used this, my face just feels stiff, like when you have washed something on too much heat and it's just hard and stiff and uncomfortable afterwards. I feel like my face feels like that, like it's dry and hard, not to touch but just to move and just to wear. Yeah, you wear your face. I feel like this doesn't make my face feel comfortable. It makes the makeup stay better, that I must say. It works as a setting spray. It's just the only complaint is that it doesn't make my face feel nice. And because of that, I've ended up not using this as much as I'd hoped to. Like today, I feel like I have a really nice makeup going on, and I didn't want to use this. I didn't end up using this just because it doesn't make my skin feel nice. And it smells quite a lot of alcohol too. Maybe that is what annoys my face. But alcohols have usually used to annoy my face, so I'm not sure. If you have the same problem with this one, tell me in the comments, or if you can recommend one that is not like really expensive. If you have a good recommendation that is quite affordable, please tell me. That would make me really happy. And if you have any recommendations, just leave them in the comments. You would probably help me and viewers too, so that would be really nice. Moving on to actual makeup, this is the last 2 things that I got, and it's in the same category, and it's the Makeup Library Mineral Eye Palette. And what I really liked about these palettes is that they're vegan and cruelty-free, and I didn't know that when I wanted to buy it, but when I checked, I got so happy because I really want all my stuff to be vegan and cruelty-free. But when I tested these, I was just like so shook because they're so good. My first impression just swatching them, they reminded me of the Smashbox. The first one that I wanted was the Makeup Library Mineral Eye Palette in Catch My Eye. This is a totally glittery palette, and it has a light shade that I love to use in my eye corners. and it has this gold shade that is really pretty on top of the lid, and it has two really gorgeous crease colors that is also just like really glittery and beautiful. And I feel like this is such a pretty palette for summer, autumn and winter, and I'm so in love with all of these shades. All the shades are so pretty, so I'm so excited to use these more. And the other palette has actually become my favorite. I thought Catch My Eye would be my favorite, but the I Love You has actually become my favorite palette that I own, and it's a combination of two glittery colors and two matte colors, and I've used this so much already and I just love it. The pigments in the shadows are so good and they just blend so smoothly. Honestly, they really do remind me of the Smashbox, being that they're both pigmented and really smooth and soft to blend out and really easy to work with. And this was 70 kroners, that is like $7, so that is so cheap for such a good eyeshadow palette, because I just said that both of these, the Makeup Library eyeshadows, reminds me of the Smashbox one. I do have this Smashbox eyeshadow trio in golds, so I just wanted to show the comparison to this one so you can see if you agree. When I tested this, my first thought was this is a dupe. So if you want a really good eyeshadow for a really affordable price from a good company that is vegan and cruelty-free, definitely test out this from the Makeup Library. I'm definitely gonna be for the lookout if they have more products that I like. Okay, so that's everything that I got in this haul. I feel like it was quite a lot and it was a lot of different stuff. So I don't know if you like this type of miscellaneous hauls. I think they're quite fun. They mix it up a bit. It's not just like one category, so I do like them, but I feel like they're a bit less organized. So if you like them, comment down below so I know, and remember to like, so I know to make more of these types of videos too. And if you want to see anything else in the future, please comment down below so you can give me some inspiration. And if you want me to test anything out, just tell me and I'll try to make it happen. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!